I'm about to get my game on, so
I'm ready. Yeah, you can watch it before you start. Yeah, he hit the button. Oh my God. Yeah, I do the same thing too, buddy. No, we ain't got the echo. Let's go. We had a fabulous game last time. They cheated us. I don't know why we ain't 2-7, but yeah, thanks to the powers to be. Some kind of way, I'm telling you, I'm getting tired of the fourth L when I got fourth dubs on my side.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports.
I should be 5 and 3.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and
I'll be fucking myself out this game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Negative. Oh, shit. We might try to do it, man. Let's see.
On the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Where you at?
All right, let's get this shit cracking out.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Richmond!
Almost second interception. Return that whole back to field.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah. Ain't no flag. You hit the ball first.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
Man, run his arm over.
About the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Man, you gotta do what I mean. You gotta do.
second down, it's Bell. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Wow.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking
Shut up,
up
BB.
the
You threw me off.
first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony.
That's all the nigga want. I don't want anybody to take him off the team.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
That was on him.
Now some movement before the snap.
Bitch.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The fresh start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage
Not
on
a block.
the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues
I wouldn't
to
care if
play
that
him
was
here in
Tillman.
the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swing
out of
of
there.
football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Yeah.
From the gun, Mariota. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. Throwing, Mariota. Got a man
Get the
right
block.
side, it's sharp. And he went nowhere.
Good
He'll
shit.
lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there,
I just
and
knew
now
he had
2nd
that.
down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed
No,
up.
that ain't his face right now.
On 3rd down, Mariota. They will find Davis. That's
Oh,
complete.
everybody else gets
And
scammed.
he'll be inside the 25 now at the
Good
24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Damn, I missed it.
That's trying to come back for 2nd. It's not going to get there. No good.
I hit it too damn
Line to
right.
the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good
I
when he
did- I
left
hit
his
it too
foot,
damn right.
but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing
I'll
it
play
wide
in
right.
That shit
Watson will
changed
bring
his
up the
speed.
Texans here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I missed it. There you
They'll start out on the ground. It's
There you
Leonard
go.
Fournette. And he's got some space here. And they do finally get
you should have kept running. You
the
should
12.
have.
A big run by the big man Fournette. 57 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Quick move. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it?
You see my nigga get tripped up and fall to the ground? Yeah.
6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And
I was trying to make something
they're just
happen.
in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The give is to Bell. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Oh, I can hunt the ball good, but I can't make the field goal. Yeah.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be.
Why he don't
heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
What is it?
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try the air now with Watson.
Wow.
Space to maneuver
He didn't
at the
even
40.
pick him up.
It's complete to
And that's your whole
Lindsay.
zone.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come back.
Throwing again is Watson. Fights him off. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Look at the middle. Negative.
Again, it's Watson. And he comes back with one
Wait a
complete.
minute.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Watson now to throw. He completes it to Tate. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw on second is Watson. Crowder's got it over the middle.
Nah,
He'll be brought
don't protect the
down at about
underneath.
the 6-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. Shrugs him off. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
No pressure at all so far.
Yeah, he's doing a hell of a job, whatever he's doing.
He'll get it up the middle.
Nope.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points.
Wait a minute, why is he still breaking down?
In for a Texans
Okay.
touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I don't know who exactly made the call.
I didn't.
Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach.
And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 50.
That was what happened the first time.
30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, where you come
And
from?
he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing is Mariota.
I dropped it.
Here on 3rd down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football.
Huh?
And make sure there's enough contact
that
to
was
force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brett Kern now.
You stayed right there, then you
He'd take a
it worked
repeat of
out.
his first.
Niggas just didn't catch the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
We knew what we were doing.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would,
smart,
because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look good.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Reset.
off to Fournette. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
That's all I got to say. That's what I said, too. It's my tight end run block. That nigga let a nigga get in with so much speed. I want to get a timeout.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Now he'll let it go.
Nah, don't let him go.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Yeah, it ain't no pass rush.
Nothing good's ever come from deprivation, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And this one goes nowhere.
Come off the
Losing
ball.
yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage loss, but gain a
Those
few
teams
extra.
making all the extra plays.
Now it's Watson being chased out left. His throw caught at about the 5. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson buying time to his left. It's brought in left side by Tate.
Damn, nigga juiced the fuck out of me.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Golden Tate as the 1st half is
Nigga didn't get to make a play on it.
And the Texans will add on to their lead.
These niggas juice and spin be on
Coach, talk
96
about
or
those
something.
late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Cole.
It happened to me last game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Second down, Mariota goes underneath for Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Mariota. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Reset. 2J.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, man. That gas play. All right.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left. He's going to let one. He's got it. Hit the 15. Touchdown. Golden Tate with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
I seen that formation. You hear me say that gas play?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Mariota. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
off the play fake. Mariota on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I'm surprised they called for a lateral pass.
So a first
They
and
always
10
good to
now
hit me with
in
that bitch.
Houston territory at the 38. From the gun, Mariota to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So he really caught it. Couldn't turn it into much more.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play.
Yeah.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
My
Give him a
opponent is
couple
me
on the
fucking
catch.
up.
It's second and 8.
Straight up.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just
Niggas
like that,
still
they're in
doing
the red
same
zone.
thing.
And
All
don't
it
you
is
think the
me,
playbook
if I
opens
can
up a
correct
little
the
bit
mistake,
more
that's
now?
it.
Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Again, it's Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
I should have traded you
and
to
brings up
VG
third
long
down.
time ago. Bitch, catch
We
the
have
ball.
not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Mariota. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Now, rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second
Hey, you got
down.
90 yards to my 32. I don't want to hear it. I wish I knew the cheese shit.
Richmond.
On second down, here's Watson. This one caught by Crowder. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. The pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell.
Damn, them niggas just didn't get a block at all.
Get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
And no matter how it comes about,
That's
when
what
you
I'm
get good
talking
field
about.
position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
You think you can spare
And now
him?
Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota.
Why you move?
And
Why you
it
fucking
got to
move?
be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
I bet if I threw it high, I would have got it.
Out is the kickoff
play,
unit
work.
as they run up
Work,
and send
work,
this one
okay.
away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head
If
back
anybody
out
gonna
to do
stretch your
battle
boot, it's
here.
gonna be me.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a
Who's
general
talking to me
rule.
there?
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to
There you go.
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Stay on his
Great
ass.
job
Stay on his
defensively. I
ass
think
while
he
he's
was trying to
frustrated.
go through his progressions.
Watch
find
Golden
someone
Tate.
to get rid of the
They
football
looking to
before
get in
he
the
knew
way
he
with
was on
shit.
his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Know where to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down.
I don't trust that
They've
nigga
hit 4
over
of
there.
7.
You need
This
to
is
stop
3rd
that
and 8.
nigga. Almost like an interception.
Come back. Down. Black 22.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind
boy
of
made a
keeps the
play.
door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception here, Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
What on earth?
Mariota. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action. Mariota.
Oh, no!
Is incomplete.
You got to get that, boy.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead.
Y'all seen that shit? That nigga didn't even jump for the ball.
More passes like that downfield.
Anybody else, they make that catch.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
They went right to him.
At the goal line.
Good pick. I got to give him that one. It went right to him.
On the return, they got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
That's one-on-one with a linebacker. Mariota, you got to throw that.
And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Richmond.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly.
Safety, Ralph. That nigga was in the end zone, Ralph.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Come back. Richmond. 2J, come back. 2J.
From the end zone, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribe, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
That's the legacy you're going to live and everybody else.
About being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throw right side caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Mariota on first down.
Oh, man, I threw it to him.
Intercepted.
I picked on him too many times.
Off by Andre Howe.
Fuck.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have.
He's got
and
to
all they're
check
doing
out
is
that
playing
YouTube.
pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. After the interception, here's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Get off me.
By Jonathan Cyprien. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Damn.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Two scores down, 3
You're
timeouts
right.
left.
You're absolutely right, and I agree with you 100%.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands
Oh, give it back to us then.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Richmond. Do jet.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
We just don't
This will be
believe
spotted
him.
just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
Who got hurt?
Two-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one
Damn, Mariota.
the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. The 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Finding room to the 20. And he comes back with one complete. And down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
I actually hit the button that time. That break tackle bullshit. They just happened to be X that time. Who jumped outside?
Movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So that'll back them up 5.
That would be killing us. Why the fuck you jumping outside? Nobody else jumps outside.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal.
That would be some amazing shit, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mariota to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down.
Nah, that won't.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Ice past the game.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught at about the 5.
Run with the ball. That's
He's
my
going to be
fault.
stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Running left,
Take
it's
it.
Fournette. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone.
That's what we need.
Signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And,
he came up with it.
As it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
That's my fault, y'all. I should have milked and ducked it. It's been open. I should have took it short.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A handoff, Fournette running left. Fournette flicking through. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
What the hell
we'll be
you
back
doing?
after this. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
Game over.
I don't understand
Just let the
either
clock
why
run
you
out.
would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On third down, Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You could have been done that.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that ain't average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans, clean.